Hey guys, hope all is well wherever you are in the world. And my prayer is that you are safe, happy, and healthy. In addition to my videos on finding answers from tradition, I will be launching a series on dealing with the feelings that you may have, that you may feel when someone has wronged you. And these videos are going to be around 10 to 15 minutes long, and they will not solely be focused on people who are hurting, leaving their traditions. I want to focus on how to make it through the treacherous waters of bitterness, anger, and even the need for revenge. And whether those feelings arise from being cheated on, being betrayed by your friends, being abandoned by your family. If you are angry because of loss or illness, or just the condition of the world, pain comes in a variety pack. There is no pain that goes across the board. And please know that I believe that there is a path to happiness from whatever hurt you are going through. And I would like to get audience participation in this series, so if you would like to email us your questions, your feedback on the content, we'll share it on the show. If you wish to remain anonymous, that's okay. Just let us know. We still want to hear from you. Our email address is dealingwithhurtishard@gmail.com, and there is a link in the description as well. So just as an introduction to this series, there's a verse that I want us all to kind of adopt as our mantra. And let's commit it to memory. Let's remind ourselves of these words every day. 3 John verse number 2 in the ESV, "Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health as it goes well with your soul." Now I love how beautifully this is rendered in the KJV. And it says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers." The elder apostle John, who would have probably been upwards of 90 years old at the time of this writing, wanted his friends to know that his prayer for them was to be well and to be content. And that's why I'm calling this series "That You May Prosper." There are different kinds of prosperity. There is materialistic wealth, but we have enough camera-happy charlatans who preach a financial prosperity message. But there's also spiritual prosperity, and I pray that you get that in spades. Now, what I'm about to astound you all with, it is a bit of profound knowledge here. Are you ready? Life is hard. And you will find in life that when you stand, there will always be someone rooting for you to fall. When you're happy, there's always somebody queuing to bring sorrow to you. When you're on the top, some small person will always attempt to find a way to bring you to the bottom. And you know what? Sometimes their efforts will be successful. I cannot pray in faith that you will never have dark days, because I would be praying amiss. Every person has dark days in life. Rather, my prayer for you, friend, is that in spite of your dark days, you don't have a dark life. The first step for the Christian in dealing with hurt and suffering is to realize that our happiness cannot be predicated upon anything as corruptible as humanity. When our joy is founded upon God and Him alone, we can smile through our tears. We can find beauty in the tearing. We can have peace in our fiery trials. People who suffer loss too often feel as though they should be strong enough to keep their pain at bay. They feel that because of their grief that they're less and they're weak. But I'm telling you, it's okay to feel grief. Sorrow will twinge all of our hearts in life. What is not okay, and what starts that spiral toward destruction, is when you feel like you are all alone. God is a refuge where you can run into and be safe. People who are hurt by others rarely understand the true cause of their pain. They blame themselves, they lash out, they withdraw, they allow bitterness to consume them. I don't know who needs this today, but I feel this. There is a way to overcome those bitter feelings. It's called forgiveness. Now I can hear the skeptics that are dismissing my words right now, but listen to me. Forgiveness is not about letting them off the hook for what they've done to you that was wrong. Forgiveness really isn't about the other person at all. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the weight of aught, the burden of hatred. You don't forgive them for them. You forgive them for you. One of my favorite authors is a man by the name of Gene Edwards, and I don't know if you can see these books here. Gene Edwards has written some amazing books. I recommend anything he's written. All of his books are easy read, usually under 100 pages. And this book, The Prisoner to the Third Cell, deals with bitterness. And I want to share the intro to his book with you. The very first thing in the book, he says, "It has been said that it is impossible to forgive a man who deliberately hurts you for the sole purpose of destroying you or lowering you. If this be true, you have but one hope: to see this unfair hurt as coming by permission from God for the purpose of lifting your stature above that place where formerly you stood." What beautiful words. Beautiful not just for the hearing of them, but for their truth and consolation. Bitterness does not have to be the end of the issue. You don't have to carry burdens and anger and feel dirty all the time. There is a way out. We're going to be dealing with this in this series. This is our introduction. Just kind of tell you what we're going to be dealing with. Don't forget to email us, dealingwithhurtishard@gmail.com, or you can comment down below. Thanks for watching. We will post again next week right here. Until then, I pray that you prosper.